Welcome back guys to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today I show you the highlights from my last online tournament, the Swiss Championship, and without further instructions, let's start it. So here I reached this position, and best move would have been f6 to attack the bishop. Main thing, he's not defending knight anymore, so if he goes bishop g3 for instance, bishop a3, attack rook, and then this rook is free for taking the knight. Instead I played this move because I thought, here is checkmate with these two bishops. But of course he saw it because he also had some good rating. So I played it like that, and then I lost completely control, unfortunately. And after that I resigned soon. Here was the problem, he's threatening checkmate, and I can't really much do against it, and at the same time he attacks the rook. So I played this, and then he captured the rook, and that was the end of the first game. So a bad start, and I played in total 4 games, because I couldn't play 1.5 hours. Second game we reached this position. Early in the game I changed the knight for the bishop, so I had here the strong bishop pair like in the game before, and here I used a bit of tactics, so I captured this pawn. If he plays something I can just go like this, and then you have this discovery check. So he captured. But now this rook is pinned, so I can now grab this knight. He's not allowed to recapture. Then he played rook f3, bishop e3, because now I'm material down, but this one cannot move. And as soon as he will play h3, king h2 and so on, I can just capture the rook. And then I have a pawn up. Bishop c3, f3. I allow him to go somewhere, but then I just play f2, and then it's the same problem again. So time after time he will have this Zugzwang, you call it. And after this he resigned, because for instance, let's show 1 or 2 moves. If this, it's checkmate. So this is not working. If he goes there, this is only move, and then I can easily play like this for instance, or just capture, and these two are just blocked completely. So that was a good rehabilitation after the first game. Then here, this was a really short game, like 17 moves. Here he played c6 for whatever reason and made the mistake. I just captured, so he lost a pawn. I went back, rook b8, and then I was like, okay, this pawn is really weak. So I tried to attack him, b4, bishop b6, and then bishop b5. And then you see it's like, already completely lost, and that's why he resigned at this point already. Then last game that I played, that was a really terrible game. I was not focused, played here bishop g5. He could just capture, so it's a free piece. And then I go a bit further through the game. I tried to make a bit complications, like here the idea was to capture here because this is pinned. Just some moves. I lost more material, but I knew it was already lost. Idea was h4, h5, attacking here a bit, provoking h6. And then I just show you a few moves. G5 I wanted to open up here because as you see I'm a full rook down. not this one of course. And here I came back with my first tactical idea. Like when you have rook and queen on the same line, you always should look for something with this pawn, because this pawn is pinned, so he can't capture, which means I can capture here. And then it was like, okay, he lost the move because his last move was this. And then, I just bluffed a bit, because with a rook down you can't really, do something. So the idea was, if he captures here, I capture here, and then the idea is queen h6, g7 mate. King, and then I captured here, queen d3, capture here, bit some stuff. Here, he captured here. I don't know if he just wanted to simplify the position or what was his intention behind this move. Then queen f4, rook e3 with this idea, rook c1. And here I had a wonderful tactic. You can try to find it or pause the video quickly. It's actually knight e6. After knight e6, the problem is I attack king and queen. So he's forced to capture. Every other move is losing. After recapture, I played queen, only move. Now I can capture the rook since it's attacked from both sides. And now here is the final tactic that I won the game. I played rook f3, and I saw rook g1. So if I take, he can capture. But I thought one move or two moves further that after this I have this with winning the queen. So I captured, he captured, queen f8 check, and now there's no point or no possible reason to defend the queen. So king e5, queen took, and that's how I managed to win the last game after I was temporarily and for a long time completely rook down. So just try to find tactics. They will always help you. Sometimes you will lose winning positions because you miss it. Sometimes you win losing positions because you find it. And that was actually the last game, and I was really happy that I could manage to win it, because as you see on the top left corner, the other opponent was much weaker, so I was really happy that I could win this. And I hope you learned a bit something. Never give up, as I always say. And take care, stay healthy, and see you soon.